Hello, friends! Today, in the lack of Pokemon cards to open, kind of gonna do a vanity project video, just gonna kind of show off of our main collection of sorts, what we've opened since, starting to recollect Pokemon cards, and since we've started this channel. Also, I am still working on this big stack of codes we haven't used, given away, or whatever, so I'm gonna be just randomly popping those up in a video. Here's a very blurry room that was in that stack. So this is our main binder we've been collecting on, putting stuff in. It's mainly pretty much all the textured cards, price cards, Galarian Gallery stuff. And also got some slabs, kind of want to just show off. I know I've done shorts of those, but might as well show them off in this one too. So I guess we'll start off. Here's a code for some Scarlet and Violet. And then we'll get to the first page. I'll try to do this because the way the light shines down, there's a glare if I hold it like that. So good luck seeing it. So I'll probably just pick and choose some cards, take out, show off. Some of the favorites anyway. There's the first page. Alright, so you've seen that first full page of gold. But have you seen this? Paldea Evolved code, there you go. And I think before we get back into that, I want to start off with this. This is one of the... I'm going to take it out because it's rough. But this was actually one of the first cards. Look at that foil, look at all the scratches. This is one of the first cards that I ended up buying just because it was one of my favorites when I was growing up and collecting Pokemon cards originally. And also, inspiration for the name of our channel, which hilariously, my initials being MEW, which is why Mew is also my favorite Pokemon. I was going to call the channel MewTube, but looking it up I realized and found that there was already another Pokemon channel with that name. So, I had to go with Plan B. There's a code. Wait, what is this? I guess that's a code for a room? I don't know. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Paldea. There you go. Alright, so let's crack into this binder with the first page of gold. And you're going to get a lot of glare from the light above me. But it's the best lighting I've got. So I'll probably just go with the most expensive card in this page, which is the Giratina V-Star, which I can't remember if we pulled this one. Oh, I love that texture. I can't remember if we pulled this one in a video or if we were just opening cards and it ended up in a short, but I want to say it ended up in a short. It was when we pulled it, which I thought was fantastic. And another fun thing is this was like Samantha's chase card from losing it. Crown Zenith. It was her chase card from Crown Zenith, and I pulled it, which I feel terrible about. But at least we have it. And then she got one because I think we were opening... I'm trying to remember. I think it was tins or something. But she ended up opening the gold origin form Palkia, which also is a lovely card. We just have two more to go. My chase card being the Arceus from Crown Zenith. I have pulled it once, but I pulled it for Gamble Gaming. So there goes my luck on that card. Then also, I also pulled this gold Articuno for Gamble Gaming, but I ended up buying it because I just really, really like the Galarian Articuno. And we flip. We got some more... some glare! Get out of there, you light. We got some more gold cards. The most notable, I think, being this Chimpao, which, if you watched our original booster box that we opened for Paldea Evolved, you noticed that he had a lot of these little gray spots just all around the card. And this one does a little bit too. I gotta see something. Yeah, this one does a little bit too, but not as bad as the other one was. So we ended up pulling this one again as well. And once again, I can't remember if it was for a short or for a video. No, it was for a video. It was I think the ETB we opened of this. And before we get to the rainbow cards, we have another code for Paldea. I'm going to mix this up so it's not just all new set, because I know we got some Sword and Shield era stuff in there too. So here we start with some rainbows. Oh, I wish I could get a better angle without that glare, because these, I am going to miss these cards opening Paldea Evolved and anything from Scarlet and Violet, because I absolutely adore these rainbow cards. These are pretty much my favorite secret rares, any full arts really, especially full art trainers. And this being my favorite with Nessa, who was my favorite gym leader from Sword and Shield. I am going to screw up these words tonight. But yes, this is definitely my favorite rainbow, which I couldn't crack it, I had to buy it from the shop. But one that was cracked by our son Kurt, which I also was really after, is this Sonya. And I think he just picked up a random pack from a grocery store, and boom, Rainbow Sonya. Oh, I love the textures on these cards. They're so nice. And before we move on, Shining Fates. Told you I'd mix it up. Oh, that didn't go well. There, it's gone. And I think the only other really notable one besides that glare is that Mewtwo, which came from that Dragonite Pokeball deck box thing they had. On to the next. We have probably the most expensive page in this binder, which we will go through. Believe me, this is probably where I'm going to spend the most time, is this page. Whoop. Now this Charizard, I pulled from just a single sleeve blister from Walmart. Just grabbed one, took it home, opened it for a short, which I put this short as like our video for new people coming to our channel, as like the video that's just like right up there. And I think the one for subscribers is a a Pikachu V box, which contained my actual favorite card that I have. But I eventually sold this Charizard to Gamble Gaming to get the first Charizard UPC box we opened, which was an experience. And also, that's where that Charizard came out of. But I just announced to me there is another Charizard and Venusaur card, and I cannot remember where it's from, but it's out there and I need it to go with that. Now, on to the next from this page, because like I said, it might take a little bit on this page. It's got some of my favorite cards we have, and this being my absolute favorite is this Secret Art Mew from Fusion Strike, which Samantha pulled for me, and I knew it existed, but I didn't know how pretty this card actually was. And moving on to this chonky Pikachu, which, yes, I'm probably going to take all these out because in the sleeve, in the binder, does not do that shine justice. This card, I actually opened, it was after we started filming stuff for the channel, and we were filming pack openings for shorts. Well, got a random pack of Lost Origin. I think Lost Origin? Yeah, it's getting blurry. But Lost Origin, and just was like, you know what? I'm just going to open this one for fun. This card and Giratina V-Star. Just one of the best double hits I could think of for a pack, and I open it off camera. This is still one of my favorite openings of just like a random single pack. And then I think the last one I really want to get into, I love this card though. I absolutely love this Genesect V alt art. Because he's just dancing, the boombox. Smeargle's just hanging out, aspiring artist. The last one I want to talk about on this page is this card. Because I think I did a whole video. A very short video, but like a whole video about, this is one of my son, who was 6 at the time, his first like pack openings. We just got him a pack of Silver Tempest, and he opened it and he got the Duraludon gold and black card, which is on a different page with some gold and black cards. But he opened that one, and I was just ecstatic for him because he opened one of those cards. I love the aesthetic of the gold and black. But as soon as I stopped filming the short, I set the Duraludon down, and this slipped out from behind it. Like it was stuck to the back of the Duraludon. Didn't even know it was there until a couple minutes after he had opened that pack, which was astounding. And then we have a lot of Hatterines. We've opened a lot of Hatterines, which the one I want to go to, though, is obviously the one from V-Star Universe, because if there's one thing I've noticed about Pokemon cards from Japan versus English ones, is these things shine like crazy. As where, I actually want to do a comparison since we have both. So, English, Japanese. Like, there's the English shine. It's nice. But the Japanese one, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I can tell a difference. It's not so easy on camera. But it feels like there's more of a foil pattern than just, like, the specs that they kind of do. Like, this one actually has a foiling pattern to it. But pretty nice. We've opened 3 of these. 2 Japanese ones from V-Star Universe and 1 from Crown Zenith. And then we have 2 we've separately opened from Crown Zenith. And just before we turn the page on these Vs and VMAX special ones, this is probably my favorite Charizard art. This one and the new one from Obsidian Flame, just the full art. I don't know how I feel about the gold one yet, but that full art Terra Charizard from Obsidian Flame is probably definitely one of my chase cards, as I imagine is for everyone who likes Charizard. But by far, this one's probably my favorite. He's just beast mode in this card. Alright, before moving on to the next page, here's an obligatory code for Evolving Skies. Hopefully somebody gets something good, because friggin' knows we haven't. And it has a little bonus, little Crown Zenith action. Been talking a lot about it. It's probably my favorite set at this point, apart from some old sets. And now, getting it, there's the Duraludon I was talking about. He pulled this and this in the same pack. It's nuts. Boom. Okay. Now, getting into this one, I think the main thing I want to go and look at is one of my other favorite cards, especially one of my favorites from V-Star Universe. And I'm still looking for the Alt-Art Orbeetle from, somebody will tell me in the comments, maybe. But I can't remember what set it's from, but there's an Alt-Art Orbeetle that I think just goes perfectly with this card. I love the Acid Trip Saturn in the background. I just love this art. And luckily I've pulled one in English too. Actually, I've pulled 2 in English, and I had to buy this one because I was not lucky enough to pull it from the very select amount of V-Star Universe we've been able to get our hands on. And I think the only other one really on this page is this Ditto. This Ditto was my chase card from Shining Fates, and Samantha pulls it. Because we have a rule here. I pull her chase cards, she pulls my chase cards. That's just how it goes. I'll sleeve back up this blue Ditto. Slab him back in there. And anything impressive on the next page? I mean, a Surfing Pikachu is pretty cool. Before moving on, Crown Zenith. Now I'm just getting into a clump of Crown Zenith. And we flip. And we have my absolute favorite spread. Full Art Trainers. I love me some Full Art Trainers. My favorite of which is probably this one. And I would love to pull this one from V-Star Universe as well. This Melanie is probably my favorite trainer card that I own. I love anything that's got food in it. Because if there's one thing the Japanese know how to animate, it is food. It always looks delicious. And we will sleeve Melanie back up. Yep. And probably the next one I'd love to talk about is the things Kurt pulls for me. Once again, I think random pack at a grocery store. And this was my chase card from... I will remember Vivid Voltage. I will remember set symbols eventually. But this was actually my chase card from Vivid Voltage. And once again, I don't pull it. My son pulls it for me. Which, he's got the luck. I think he's got more of the luck. And then, just because I love it, we're going to talk about Miriam. I mean, not really talk about Miriam, just kind of look at Miriam. It's a nice card, a lovely card. And the best thing, we've pulled twice from Scarlet and Violet, which we kind of traded in the other one. As long as, because I had two Melanies and two Miriams, and ended up trading them in for product. That's how it goes. But it's a collection binder. I like having doubles sometimes, which he'll pop up again. I know I got a double of him. And then on this page, pretty nice ones, but I think my favorite by far, boom, is Grant. Love that art. Once again, food. But I love this art. He's picking berries. Here's more Crown Zenith. I told you we were in a clump of it. Followed by, guess what? More Crown Zenith. Oh, sorry, covered it. And then, Crown Zenith Special Collection Pikachu VMAX, if anybody wants that. Alright. And then we'll move on to the next page. I'm super sorry about this angle. My tripod is not the greatest of tripods, and it can't reach a very nice angle to get these. But we're going to move on to V-Stars. And we got two full spreads of the V-Stars, but we're going to talk about my favorite first, which is my second favorite Pokemon, actually, Leafeon. And once again, from V-Star Universe, I had to buy this from Stu at Gambrel Gaming, because we weren't lucky enough to pull it. But at least he had it. I'm just still thankful he had it, because that shine. Oh my god, that shine. See what you get. Who would have thought? It's more Crown Zenith. Let's go from a different thing. Paldea Evolved. We'll get to some different sets soon. But the next one I want to talk about in this clip show of a video, oh, believe me, a lot of Crown Zenith here. This is how much I love this set. Is this Regigigas, which was also one of my chase cards. I just really like the art. It's a very nicely drawn card. And very shiny. I think I will go with our first real big hit for our collection that we didn't have to purchase. It just came from a pack we bought. So I guess in terms we purchased it. But is this Glaceon V-Star we have pulled. Samantha pulled anyway. I can't take credit. It is a very pretty card. It goes with our Leafeon. Just in English. Crown Zenith. And I think I've come up with a better format. Pull the card out before I start filming again. Back to some Crown Zenith again. This Deoxys V-Star. Also, all the Deoxys from Crown Zenith were banging. And this one is just all over the place with that art. Every little bit of it. Stars, swirls, swooshes. This alien. Here's the Giratina I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the Pikachu. This was the back card in that, as where the Pikachu is in the trainer gallery section. And there's, surprise, surprise, more Crown Zenith. Hopefully everybody likes Crown Zenith as much as I do. and why we are sitting on some V-Star stuff. It's really not a V-Star, but I wanted to break into a slab real quick that I ended up buying. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. This is my only Gem Mint 10 right now, PSA graded, is a Melanie Trainer Gallery, which Melanie is one of my favorites, so it felt like an obvious choice to pick this up for a good price. Once again, right now it's my only Gem Mint 10. I'm still looking for some other ones. I really, actually, wait, all the way back to the front, want to get this one graded as well. I don't think it's going to get a Gem Mint 10, but I would love to have it graded. Moving on, how about some Fusion Strike? Woo! This is going to be a longer-winded video than I thought. We have a lot of stuff that we ended up collecting. I said I wasn't going to dig through like that, but you know what, I will. Might as well. Because this, in our our only V-Star Universe box opening we did, this was our secret art, which was perfect because this was Samantha's chase card from V-Star Universe. This and the Giratina, but we got them both for her. And up next, this Berserker was actually the first full art that I pulled once we got back into collecting. So this was like, I freaked out. The texture. I freaked out when I pulled this because I'm used to, I think the last pack of Pokemon cards I opened before these were the Jirachi special collection thing they did for Black Friday. I think in 2020? If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I think in 2020. But we opened some of those because my daughter really wanted some Pokemon cards. So we ended up buying one of those for her for Christmas. Loved opening it. She let me open some packs. She let all of us open some packs out of it. And I just got that kick nostalgia. And that's pretty much where this started again. And while I'm on the subject of that last Jirachi box that I was talking about, the pack my daughter let me open was Evolutions, and I pulled this Mewtwo. Which, does this count as a full RDX, I guess? Gold border? But we opened them, I opened this, she let me keep it, because she's a sweetheart. And then we ended up buying one just for ourselves. I think we bought like 2 or 3 of the Jirachi boxes just to open. And the other pack of XY Evolutions that was in the other box, I got another one of these. So I ended up with 2 of them. And I just wondered how those were seated because that just seemed outrageous to me. Crown Zenith? Anybody? For some Crown Zenith. And who would have thought the next card I wanted to talk about is from Crown Zenith? I've ended up pulling this card, I think, 3 times now. Once for us, I traded it for something. Once for Stu at Gamble Gaming, and then once again, just for the collection. Which, I guess I'm just meant to have Raikou, because I have not pulled any other of the dogs. Just Raikou. No Entei, no Suicune, just Raikou. Before we go on and turn the page, I really want to pull some more tag teams. Bought this one, pulled this one, but I love them. I love the tag team format. We need to go back and do some of that again. On to the next, missing some full arts. There's Adaman again, told you we'd see him. And those are nothing like super crazy special, but these are nice. I think the first card we actually got from, the first good card I should say, the first genuine hit from Paldea Evolved was actually Kurt's pull, which was this. Wait, no, he pulled the other one. I pulled this one in the booster box. Ow, don't know what I'm talking about. That's the one that Kurt pulled. That was our first genuine hit from the set. Is this Lycanroc EX. He was very stoked. And then I was worried he was going to be mad at me because I pulled the full art of it. Now these Terra full arts, these are going to be my favorite from the new generation of Pokemon cards. I absolutely love these. But I want to discuss something as sweet and pretty as this Arcanine is, I think they went really hard on that Charizard because they knew, because it's Charizard. But this one's still, this is probably my favorite one we've gotten, only because we don't have the Gyarados. And on to it, that's Crown Zenith, that's Crown Zenith. What have we got? There we go, that's something different. Astral Radiance! A little Astral Radiance thrown in there. And before we flip the page and move on, these are nice. That's nice. Well, I'm gonna go into another slab, which this is the first one I ever bought, was the Reshiram V. And just mainly because I like Reshiram. And since we started around the time of like Astral Radiance, not Astral Radiance, Lost Origin and Silver Tempest, I figured it fitting that I just get my favorite one from Silver Tempest, which happened to be the Full Art Reshiram. To close on that, here's the code for Silver Tempest. Hey, somebody pull that Lugia. That is like the one we can't get for some reason. On to the next, which we got some EXs that we started a page of EXs, then realized you're not supposed to go there. Here's a Classic Collection Mew, which that is not where you go. You go right here next to the Gardevoir. Alright, fix that problem. I was kind of wondering where that was when we got to that page. I was like, there shouldn't be a hole there. Okay. EXs, I kind of ran out of space. I need to reorganize this binder because everything's all over the place. I haven't reorganized it in a little while. And we've opened like at least 10 or 15 products since I've reorganized it the last time. But I will get to it. But here's some nice EXs. Here's the actual Gyarados that we got. Samantha ended up pulling this for Stu at Gamble Gaming. And we ended up picking it up because it wasn't that pricey. But here's just the regular EX Gyarados, and I still can't believe the price of that. It's like, I want to say it's like around a $12 card or something. Still, it's nice. Evolving Skies, I found another one. On to the next page, which is probably some of the nicer ones. I said we don't really do doubles, but I love this Meowscarada. This was my starter. It's Scarlet and Violet, which I'm still working on completing my Pokedex so I can make finding shinier Pokemon easier. Because this is a pain. I've only got one, and it's a Slowbro, which is fine. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite arts from Paldea Evolved. This, and the one I can't pull, which is an Iona. Can't do it. No luck. I don't think I've pulled a single full art trainer from Paldea Evolved yet, and we've opened like a booster box. So many packs, so many loose packs, so many 3-packs, blisters. Oh. Speaking of that first booster box, we did get this fish, which I think this was apart from the Iono, this Meowscarada. This was my big chase card, is this fish, because I love that art. You got a little peaky Gyarados up there. It's great. And at the time, I had no idea that, like, this was like right when the big spike in price for this Magikarp was happening. So when I pulled it, I was pretty sure it was like a $15 card. And then when I looked it up after the video to do prices and everything, it was like a $50 card at the time. Sorry about that little high-pitched noise I just did. But it was like a $50 card at the time. And then it like plateaued to 70. And then I think now it's back down to like 50 something. Oh yeah, before I move on. Kurt pulled this Secret Art, Wo-Shen. And like I said, he's got that lucky touch. Because I think this was from a 3-pack blister. Which is a weird 3-pack blister. Because I think Samantha pulled a Chimpao, just EX, which is probably the best EX in the set. Kurt pulled this Wo-Shen EX, and I, if I can find it ever again, pulled the full art Wo-Shen EX in the same 3-pack blister. So that, I think that was the best luck we've had with a 3-pack blister to date. Crown Zenith. I'm gonna pop those in every so often, catch everybody by surprise. And just saying, once again, didn't want to have doubles. We got 2 of these. I need to trade one in because that's like a $10 card, I believe. Maybe it's slipped since then, I'm not sure. But we're gonna move on from some just EXs to more EXs. I still, like, we pulled this. We've pulled this twice, and we still can't get the first evolution. This little dude right here. Can't get it. Just gonna have to buy it. Fusion Strike? Fusion Strike. Alright, so now we gotta go through some blank pages I left in the middle. 2. Come here, you. This is Miltank. Once again, food. Love it. Love animated food. Love drawn food. It looks delicious. I would still eat it. And not really much to go on with this one. I just really like this card. You got a Lapras, what looks like a young Lapras, all the water Pokemon. Alright, now with all these blank pages out of the way, we've hit the Trainer Gallery section, Trainer Gallery, Galarian Gallery section of the binder. Which, oh man, I wish I could get a different camera angle of this, because I feel bad about it. But I'll start with this promo. I'm not going to take it out just because it's just the promo. But it's a lovely promo. It's got all the starters and the Pikachu. A couple here I definitely want to show off, but this Drowsy. I love this art. Tomokazu Kamiya, you've done it again. This art is so good. So on to these. We have pulled all of them, but the Gardevoir, which we pulled for Gamble Gaming. So we still need the Gardevoir to complete the life cycle of this girl and her Ralts. You know, I started this video thinking it was going to be a shorter one, but dang, we're running long. Fusion Strike, or at least it feels from a filming perspective that I'm running long with it. But on to, I think, my last slab I own before I go crazy and buy a lot more, is this. This Lillipad Mew from Evolutions, which I would love to have the original one. I think it's the promo. I need to find it, but I do have a Mint 9 Mew from Evolutions. Moving on, I hope you guys like full art energies, because these are my favorite foil energies with the texture and the print in the back and the psychic energy symbols and Pokeballs, which kind of combine together a little bit. But I really enjoyed these from Crown Zenith. I thought it was really a neat thing that they put in the packs in the collection. The set. I found some more Silver Tempest. There you go. One more Silver Tempest. And then, like I said, we got a lot of Galarian Gallery, Trainer Gallery cards back here. And then we have some random GXs from Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon. Get that back, go through them. There's the Secret Art Pikachu, which the best thing about the Secret Art Pikachu is it's a bit miscut. Still a lovely card. That I wanted to pull that for us so bad. So Samantha pulled it. Moving on, we are 2 away. Literally. Only 2 from completing this. And we have pulled all these. We haven't had to buy any yet. We're getting to that point, but we haven't had to buy any yet. We are just missing 2 corners of that big splash page that they did for Crown Zenith and V-Star Universe. And we got some more trainer galleries over here. But first, Scarlet and Violet. You all know how much I love this Pokemon. Apples. I'm gonna get heavy-handed on the codes. Here we go. Scarlet and Violet, followed by Rebel Clash, followed by Vivid Voltage. There you are. Now we're gonna flip the page here. On to the next amount of I can't talk tonight. Trainer galleries. Look at this Miltank again. Love that Miltank. Actually got a couple to talk about here. This Ditto. I like when I first saw this card when they announced it in V-Star Universe, I was very certain it was just a Numel card. Numel? Card with a Ditto in it. But no, it was a Ditto all along. On to the next. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, favorite Pikachu cards is the Trainer Gallery one from Lost Origins. He's just tired. They're tired. They're taking a nap. He's got his foot in her face. Like, get out of here. This is my space. Rhymed a little more than I meant to in that one, but I think the last one I want to shout out is Comic Book Sequel. This, I'm not going to take it out because it's getting a pain. But, really, I dig the art. I really dig the noir style art of this card. I think it's great. Once again, I love Crown Zenith. We are now in the home stretch of this binder vanity project. To the next! We've got some Radiance. Also some amazing rares. Actually a couple amazing rares. It's really nice. And let's see, what's worth... I can't get to it. It's way in there. Come here. Now that I've wrestled it, I convinced my daughter to let me keep this one. I still feel bad, but still, I love Mimikyu. Samantha loves Mimikyu. We all are just enamored with Mimikyu. And this is one of my favorites, which now I need to go back. I screwed up. All the way back from like the 3rd or 4th page. My favorite Mimikyu. I just want to know what he's watching. What's got her so shocked? He's watching a horror movie. She's just like freaking out about it. And the best Radiant ever. Shiny Charizard. Once again, this was something I desperately wanted to pull because I think in our V-Star universe... No, it was like the 50 packs of Crown Zenith we opened for Gamble Gaming. Samantha pulled 2 of these. So my mission was to pull one for us. So, as always, Kurt pulled it, little turd. And before we hit the last page, the last, like, card that's not in the binder I really want to show off is this. Look at that swirl. Look at that swirl! This card, which I don't... yeah, screw it, I'll take it out. It's prettier in the light without the scratched up hard case. This Ancient Mew, which I know where it's from because if you went and seen the movie in 2000, you got one of these. Or like some people seem to have like 50,000 of them. But I finally got my hands on one again. The first time I'd gotten this card was from a vending machine for 50 cents. And I don't think at the time it was even worth that. But it's still like... Mew was always my favorite Pokemon growing up. After knowing the existence of Mew became my favorite Pokemon because it was my initials. And just being able to put 50 cents in a machine, push the little thing and pull it out and boom, in the little cardboard casing it comes with, was this. I was over the moon. I lost my stuff. And now I have it back. I had to get it again. Just had to, because I lost my original collection. It got sold without my knowledge. Somewhat with my knowledge, but mostly without my knowledge. And believe me, I wish I'd kept all... I wish I still had my original collection. It was a lot of base set. Lots of base set. A lot of first edition fossil. Oh, and on to the last page, rounding out this video and this binder. We have baby shinies and this Radiant Heatran that wouldn't fit on this page. But this is where we sleeve up and house our baby shinies because they have texture. We'll just go with the favorite. Well, apart from, I'm thinking Samantha's favorites, but I still think her favorite's this Wooloo. So we're just going to show off this Wooloo. And before I say goodbye and bid adieu to this video, we're going to go for Fusion Strike, Scarlet and Violet, Crown Zenith, Brilliant Stars, and Crown Zenith again. Well, that is what we call our shiny vault. Like I said, it's where we put all of our textured cards, super shiny cards, radiant cards, all of the like. And if you enjoyed this video, go watch our other content. We actually open Pokemon cards in those. But please like, subscribe. You don't have to turn on the notifications if you don't want to. I'm not going to preach. But we will, and we will see you next time.